Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a lovely weekend and are getting ready for this is actually a very auspicious week that we're stepping into. This is our usual Monday check-in and our Mastering Your Mindset session. So before we get into pulling cards to kind of really feel into the energies that we are in, I just like to contemplate on, like I said, it's very auspicious because there's numerous pieces that are affecting us. So the first one being that this is the last week of November, the 11th month of 2024. And then we step into the final month of the year. And this is such a time, it's a time of celebration, of acknowledgement, of really feeling into how has the past year been. And we're also getting ready to step into an auspicious year. 2025 is going to be very powerful. This year was very powerful, but it's very unique. It's unique, but we embrace the energies in our own unique flavor, and that's what the vibe is of these sessions. So if I say anything that kind of confuses you or triggers you, or you need a wee bit more guidance or support, let me know, because the idea of these sessions is to help you just maybe take a wee step back, maybe even put your hands over your heart and contemplate from a deep space within you, how do these ideas and these energies land for you, and what do you need in order to feel connected with your purpose, with your higher self, with the thing that's right for you? That's this idea of mindset mastery. So that's the kind of calendar part. The other part is tomorrow we have the last Mercury retrograde of 2024, and it'll be with us until the middle of December. I actually really enjoy Mercury retrograde energies. I know that sometimes, communications get lost and get taken the wrong way, but it's actually a very pivotal time to, sometimes it means stripping everything away and starting back with the basics and, contemplating if there's a decision or an agreement that kind of goes wonky, maybe it's time to strip it all back to see what is the best way. And so it provides us a wee bit of an energy of what I like to think of as a do-over, So watch if things come up again for your review or checking in or choosing a different decision, things of that nature. Mercury retrograde is actually in the sign of Scorpio, so it could be like deep, transformative type of communications. And of course, one of the key pieces of communication is this idea with mindset mastery is how do you communicate to and about yourself? It's a very important part too, so because it always starts here. However you communicate your desires, your intentions, your ideas, your beliefs even, and check in, do they serve the most current, the most auspicious, the most evolved version of you? And now there's also a vibe of letting go and coming into balance, because if you've watched these before, you know that I to really feel into the energy of the moon phases. So this week, and this starts also tomorrow with the same time as that Mercury retrograde, we have the Waning Crescent Moon in the sign of Libra. I really like it when we have the lunar cycles, because the lunar cycles is depicting the depths of you, the flow of you, the inner landscape of you. So with this is to do with letting go of mindsets or ideas or patterns, habits, things of that nature that don't serve you. But of course, with the Libra energy, it's Libra with the scales, right? So it's about finding your best right rhythm of being and doing, of the masculine and feminine. That's what I always feel like when I look at the scales, is like, are you finding your balance, your flow, your best way? And so, like I said, if you need a wee bit more ideas or support on that, just put it in the comments below or message me directly. So Now you can understand why I said it's a very big week ahead. So take a nice deep breath. We're going to start pulling some cards. The first deck I use is my Letting Go guidance system. So you can probably understand that with that Mercury retrograde, with the waning crescent moon, with the wrapping up the 11th month of 2024, there are many pieces that could potentially come up that no longer serve who you've become, or what you're becoming, or what you intend to take forward into the new year ahead. So just let's contemplate that together. What can we focus on letting go that will allow us to, open up and maybe find that best balance or that best way forward? Or even start looking at what's my theme going to be for 2025. So let's see. Oh, this is good. I'll laugh when these kind of things come up. The card that's come up for us is the need for control. I can feel almost like my inner guides are laughing at that, because I am a wee bit of a control freak at times too. Maybe you are also. So you see, releasing the need for control, sometimes we're called upon to make an intention or to start moving forward on a goal or a project, but we cannot control everything. Of course, the one thing that we can control is how we show up, how we interact with and think about things and act about things. So because we cannot control what everybody else is doing or what words they're using or ideas they're sharing or direction they're going in, right? So where does that come up for you? How can you get more into the flow of what's best and right for you? And maybe that can help you maybe assess what served you well this passing year. What are you taking forward? And maybe that's a part too, is you're going to take forward the capacity to surrender and work with what is, rather than, you see, sometimes when we get caught by that need for control, we get into these conversations in our head of the woulda, coulda, shoulda, and maybe I should have done this. And that's all kind of crazy making thinking. So take a deep breath. We can control who and what we are in this very moment, and then let go and let things flow to us, flow through us, and enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. This is a journey. This is a journey, but it's a game also. So, look at this. I was just shuffling my tarot cards. It's the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she realizes the duality and the polarity, which actually, I'm doing this with my hands, that kind of feels like the Libra energy there also. But the High Priestess has a deep level of trust that even if things are not, tangible or showing up right here, right now, the High Priestess knows everything's a flow. There's a reason, a season, there's a time, there's a pattern. So when we can let go of that need for control, sometimes we're pleasantly surprised to think, wow, things are falling together in ways that I never thought was possible. Things of that nature. So when we get more into we can set an intention, or we can say, in order for me to feel happy or grounded or solid or safe or secure, this is what I need. And then let go and be engaged with what shows up, because sometimes it can be even more auspicious than what we actually had set out or believed that was possible, or believed that might show up as an opportunity, or as an opportunity, or as the best way forward. Okay, so I was shuffling this Intuitive Whispers Oracle. Wowzers, these are really powerful. And that's why I'm saying that this energy just does feel extremely powerful. I hope you can feel into that too. So the first one is clear limiting beliefs. Where does that come in for you? Clearing limiting beliefs, that can be into that flow and letting go. So sometimes we get into, if I said to you, what do you want? Sometimes people will then say, well, I don't want this, and I don't want this, and I don't want this, and I can't do that, and I can't. Those could actually be all limiting beliefs that don't serve you anymore. So one of the ways I really like to encourage you to release limitations, or that conversation, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, say thank you to it. It served a purpose at some point. A limiting belief was put there by you for a reason at some point, but maybe it doesn't support or serve who you've become. So when we say thank you, I appreciate that, but I don't need it anymore. That flows easier. When we let go of our limiting beliefs. We can remember you must fill your cup first. That's priority. It does need to be at the very top of your priority list. I like to think of the idea of giving from our saucer. And we give from a saucer because our cup is full and overflowing, and you have to keep doing that. That's because you matter. And then for all of those who you're called upon to serve or to be of guidance or service to, they get that from your full cup. And so that's how come sacred self-care is such a priority. So maybe that's part of this balancing that you can feel into too. And the last one, this made me giggle too. Let this be your sign. Let this conversation or these words be your sign that it's time. It's time to step up. It's time to step into this new paradigm for you. Are there sacred self-care aspects that you need to, or that maybe it's been kind of in the back of your mind of like, oh, maybe I could get into a journaling practice or a mindfulness practice or meditate more or things of that nature. And maybe this is the sign that says, yes, do that. And that's why I was saying to you about the Mercury retrograde. Maybe this is a time to slow things down enough or have those repeating patterns that then you receive the guidance and receive it and say thank you. I trust that makes sense. All right, beautiful friends, I'm about ready to send you off into this auspicious, epic week ahead. But before I let you go, I'm just going to pull one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. That's the Liberate Your Inner Truth Oracle deck that I developed. Let's see what's going to come up to seal this beautiful session. And this is cool. It's I am realized. So let me read it out to you. I am realized. I trust my intuition and apply what I already know. Studying is important and in brackets and fun, but it's important to realize that all I truly need is within. So maybe that's your sign also to this is just a quick tip here too, is if you're feeling confused and you can't make a decision and you've got too many choices, take a moment, put your hands on your heart and say, if I knew the answer, what would it be? And just see what comes up. Because that inner wisdom sometimes needs an invitation to come to your conscious awareness. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. Like I said, if you need any clarity, support, guidance, let me know. Put it in the comments below or message me directly. I will be back again with you next week. Much love to you.